I'm going to make a video about working in a club and the things I learned, how I managed to build attention from guys and girls and get respect of guys and girls in that club environment. Everything I'm going to be speaking about is from personal experience. I'm not saying I'm a fucking expert at any of this stuff, because I'm not. But from personal experience, I did find when I was working in a club for 6 months, I got some results that I didn't really expect to get. I'm going to just try and remember how I got those results and what I did, so it can help some of you out, right? Okay. I remember being into body language, being into confidence, being into all this researching all this stuff before working in a club, right? And I started putting it into practice when I went to the club. So here's some things that I would do that I saw got me results. I need a fucking shit right now mid-video. This is not ideal, but we're gonna hold it. I tried to speak to everyone on shift who I was working with. I tried to make a conscious effort to speak to everyone. At least say something when I walked in there. Before I walked into the fucking door when I was on shift, I was like, I kind of gave myself a little bit of a pep talk sometimes, hyped myself up. I was like, right, let's get into the fucking mood, just do that. Get yourself into the fucking mood before you go in. That's what I did. I was like, right, let's fucking put a smile on my face. Let's fucking go in there and smile and be fucking confident. Put your chest out. Walk in there confidently. That's what I said to myself. I walked in there and I was smiling at everyone on shift, right? So like, imagine I walk in, everyone's fucking doing their shift, they might be tired, and I'm walking in there confidently, I'm smiling. That's just gonna boost their energy. That's gonna boost people's mood just by you doing that. I made a brief conversation with everyone because I made sure to try and speak to every single person on shift. When I was speaking to people on shift, the other people on shift who weren't speaking to anyone wanted to speak to me, because they were just looking at me, I need a shit, bro. They were just looking at me having a conversation and they wanted to be involved because they were like, oh, this guy's social, he's having a good time. I was smiling, I was trying to be more animated when I was in conversation, and I saw everyone else looking at our conversation out of the corner of my eye. I was trying to be more animated and more bubbly, because that just draws people to you. I remember very clearly, I just had eyes on me when I was in the conversation with someone on the bar. Most people went in there and they were fucking like, had a face like a slapped ass, my friend likes to say. And they were just moody, right? Because you could say it's not the most fun job in the world. Sometimes they were just moody, right? And not speaking to each other. So that when they saw me speaking to someone and uplifting people and like being positive and smiling, they wanted to be involved because I might lift their mood. That's just gonna draw people to you, bro. I need a shit, but I'm coming back to this video. Sorry about that, I had to go for a shit break mid-video. Other things I did in the club that got me some like results and like attention, right? Whenever I spoke to a girl who was ordering a drink, that would boost my fucking, I'm gonna call it value, right? That would boost my values. Whenever I spoke to girls trying to order drinks and I was just being like, back and forth a little bit, smiling, animated, the other people who were working on the shift with me would notice it, right? If they looked over, they would notice, and they would, again, want to speak to me after that more. They were trying to get my attention more. And it wasn't just girls as well. If I was speaking to guys, being social with the guys ordering drinks, that again would do the same thing. I think that one of the big things is like when I was speaking to people on shift, like people who were working with me and they were girls, right? I would just be animated as fuck, right? I'd be smiling. I'd be making myself look like I was having an amazing time. I'd be animated with them. I was hugging them, speaking loudly. And again, everyone was drawn to that. When they were working on shift and they saw that happening, they would want to get involved, right? And this just gets you fucking attention and results, right? I'm telling you, this is so good. Like, think about the environment, right? And what you're portraying. If you're speaking and you're getting loads of attention from people trying to order drinks and get your attention, and they're speaking to you guys and girls, and then you get other people who are working on shift who wanting to talk to you, and it just looks like, what does it look like? If you were like a bird's eye view, what does it look like? It looks like you are the person who owns this place. You are the person who everyone wants to fucking talk to. That just means everyone wants to be your friend, or everyone wants to fucking get to know you. As soon as you start trying this out for yourself, you'll realise what I'm talking about and you'll see it works. It's like a domino effect. As soon as you start doing that, yeah, then everyone wants to speak to you more, and then everyone wants to speak to you more, so they keep giving you more attention, and then you get more attention, everyone wants to speak to you more and more, and it just goes up and up and up. So you could just end the night being like the guy. It's just so cool looking back to see that these things worked. That's why I'm looking to maybe, put myself in a similar situation but with better hours, like working in the day, so like a coffee shop would be a similar equivalent. that I'm trying to look to do. There was a few things I like missed out on during that club experience, right? Like I've said this in one of these videos on TikTok, I could have gone on so many more dates. I remember the people on shift just started fucking inviting me places, like without even me saying anything. I kind of turned everything down. That was one of the things I did wrong. One of the mistakes I made working there was I just turned opportunities down. Like everyone was just, and they were literally, it was a regular thing. People inviting me places fucking left, right and centre, every shift, right? Let's do this, let's go. Oh, you should come out, or you should come out, we were going out on Saturday. Just didn't go for some reason. I kind of kept it in that environment only, but I shouldn't have done that at all. I should have branched out. It's always good, but when you get like wins like this, it's good to look back on how you got those wins and those results like I've talked about, and it's also good to see what you did wrong and how you can improve next time you're in a similar situation, which is what I also do. And become this person who analyses stuff like this, right? I became this person who just, after every date I went on, I would be this person who sat down in my bedroom after the date and analysed how it went. I analysed what I did right. Oh yeah, when I did that happened and that made her smile a lot more. And when I did this, I didn't really get much. So why didn't I get much? I sat down and analysed it. Most guys don't fucking do that, or they think it's weird. You want to improve your football skills, you want to analyse your football game that you just went to and where you went wrong, yeah, or your fucking hockey game, but you don't want to sit and analyse where you went wrong on a date. It's because people just have fucking egos. Guys just don't want to fucking do this. It's weird to me. I feel like I'm the only person doing this. I might have even written it down in a fucking book so I could look back at it. You're not improving otherwise, right? Oh, it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep, bro. It's only the person you're trying to have kids with one day. It's not that deep. Fucking, what are you talking about, bro? It's deep. And if you get to the point where you fucking enjoy analysing it afterwards, then fucking great. That's what I was like. Like, if you really fucking hate analysing the date afterwards and you just want to fucking do something else and you don't want to improve this aspect of your life, you know, it's not a big deal. Don't do it. Right? I have really enjoyed analysing it afterwards because I can make little tweaks, and when you make little tweaks afterwards and you put it into practice next time and you see that those tweaks resulted in a different outcome, then you just want to do it even more. Do you understand what I'm saying? Next time you go on a date, afterwards, sit down and analyse it. Where you went right, where you went wrong, even if you don't know what the fuck you're analysing. It was a bit silent and awkward when I said this, right? Okay, so next time I'm not gonna do that, and let's see if it's less silent and awkward next time. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just one little thing, I don't think I was smiling enough. That can be your little analysis of the date. And then next time you smile more. That is just fucking what you should do. Try that out, and I guarantee you, if you get results the next time, you will just start loving the process of sitting down afterwards and just analysing it. There's a reason why things go right in your life and things go wrong. There's a reason. You know, unless it's actually objectively fate. Sometimes it is. But 95% of the time, you've done something right or you've done something wrong, which has created this outcome in your life. If you lose a game of fucking tennis, you've done something wrong to lose. You know, you just gotta drop your ego sometimes and be like, if a date goes wrong, which it will do, dates go wrong all the fucking time. Like, you're not gonna have good dates every time you go on a date. I've had some shit ones, yeah? You've done something wrong there. That's fine. Because that's good, because then now you can say, I've done something wrong, what can I do to improve? And you'll just start getting better and better. It's just most guys just don't even bother just doing this step. They don't want to ever think about it again. I promise you, it's actually beneficial. Yeah, it's a good video.